Alright guys, today I bought a 2-inch receiver wall mount to store a bike rack or the trailer hitch for your vehicle in your garage when you don't know where else to put it. I found this on Amazon and thought I'd give it a shot because I'm always struggling to store my bike rack. So this is the box that it was shipped in. Nice and tight. Didn't come in a big box that it could rattle around in. Did get a little damage here, but nothing to write home about. It's pretty basic, just a piece of metal that you mount to the wall, and then they welded some square tubing to it. Comes with all the mounting hardware in this bag. We'll go over that later. Let's see. The welds don't look great, but we're not taking this on the road. It just has to hold a bike rack that weighs, I don't know, 15 pounds at most. It says it can hold 200 pounds. It's got some gusseting, so if you mount it vertically like this, you should have a lot more strength. So, all right, next step is we're going to mount it to the wall in my workshop. All right, before I mount this to the wall, I wanted to review the hardware that came in the box. First, we've got 4 plastic wall anchors. You would use these for a masonry wall like cinder block, maybe if you were mounting this in your basement. It also comes with 4 lag screws. They have a Phillips head and a 12mm hex head. You can use these directly into the studs of your wall, and then if you're using a masonry wall, you would go ahead and use these wall anchors that they could go right into. It also comes with a bolt, a nut, and a cotter pin to secure whatever you're using the mount for to the mount, assuming you don't have a spare hitch pin to secure it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do to install this bracket is I'm going to pick a point where I want the bracket to go on the wall. I know about how high my bike rack is, and I want to be able to put my bike on it and work on it here in my shop. So I've decided that the top of my bracket is going to be about here. So I'm just going to pick a spot and mark the first, where I want the first hole to be. Doesn't have to be exact unless you want it to be exact. Now I'm going to drill a pilot hole. Next, I'm going to take the first lag screw. I'm going to put it right in there. Alright, so not a glowing review. The screw stripped out before I made it all the way in. I felt like they were pretty cheap, but I should have known better than trying to use the Phillips head. Now I've switched to a 12mm socket, and I'm going to drive it the rest of the way in. Now I didn't go all the way in because first I want to make the bracket level and mark the other 3 screws. I'm going to swing this out of the way and drill pilot holes for the other 3. Now I can drive the remaining screws into their holes. Honestly, after 2 screws, I think that's plenty. I'm not going to bother putting in the other 2 until I see it start to flex. Okay, now I'm going to put my bike rack into the new mount. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, I installed the bolt that came with my bike rack to secure it to the mount. And I put my bike up on the bike rack, just like it would be on the back of my car. And now I'm in the shop, I can work on the bike, I can lube the chain, work on the tires, adjust whatever I need to. And I got plenty of room, it's at a perfect working height. It's definitely worth it. Well, that's it guys, that's the new bike rack mount that I bought. I would definitely recommend it. The only thing I might change is buy some better bolts but these aren't going to break. They just wouldn't hold up to the Phillips head screwdriver. Thanks for watching.